Good morning. It's about 20 to 7. The wind howled all night, but it's been raining now for about 3 hours, and it's going to rain for another 4. The tent has held up amazingly well. There's no leakage, there's no wetness, there's no dampness. I've given it the ultimate weather test tonight, and it worked. It's going to rain until 11 o'clock, and it's not even 7 o'clock yet, so it's rough. I can't even get out of the tent, it's too much rain. And you can tell how loud it is. So, there was a lull in the rain, and I took advantage of that just by grabbing all of my stuff out of the tent and running into the, I guess you call this the facilities house. It's a mostly finished house. So it has electricity, it has all the facilities, it has a bathroom. It's mostly used by the cats these days, but it's used by the people who come here to camp and in camper vans and stuff like that. So it's perfect. It's keeping me sheltered from the rain, and the rain has actually stopped. I'm shocked at that actually, but I'm just going to take this opportunity to get my devices charged and yeah, get everything ready for later today. I'll probably end up not leaving here until around 11, because that's when the rain's going to stop for the rest of the day. So yeah, let me get sorted out. So, this is the foundation of the old bishop's house, from what Susan told me. So, it provided a full-on wind shelter and a windbreak that protected my tent the entire night. And it meant that the wind was howling over all of this, but never touched the tent. So, I was hearing it loud as hell, but it didn't touch the tent at all. The tent barely moved, but it was really, really heavy. It was quite extraordinary actually, and it makes it a perfect campsite. So, remember I lost my first mic? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my God, is it even still working? It is. It's soaking wet, but how did it get there? And the magnet kept it there the entire time. Alright, it's still raining outside, but I am determined to get to Caen. Susan's already gone, so sorry I couldn't introduce you. Absolutely fabulous lady though, I have to say. So if you're ever looking to camp, I'll put the details in the description of the campsite. Highly recommend it. Alright, bike is soaking wet. I've already mucked up everything I need, so that should be fine. So let's see what the map says. It's only 31 kilometers away. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna miss this place. I was only here for a night. Actually, just before I set off, I'll tell you, within that field, Sue told me that there's a buried tank. You can't see it, it's completely buried. There's no markings for it, but the tank is there. She's had surveyors come and they've scanned underground and it's definitely there. It's an old Panzer tank that was buried after the war ended. I'd say it was probably disabled and it was just sitting there, or it ran out of fuel. But this place was used as a kind of maintenance depot during the occupation. But it's in there somewhere, not exactly sure where. But that's just fascinating, the fact that there's actually a buried Panzer tank
in this field. Like, I'd heard the stories about people burying tanks, dropping them into ponds and rivers, but to actually hear that there's one buried right on this estate is amazing. I'm keeping my visor up for a bit. It's just mainly because it's wet. I can only imagine what the GoPro is actually seeing right now. I wonder if anybody's invented windshield wipers for a visor, especially in a rainy country. That sounds like something worth having. Hell of a day to explore the Normandy coast, huh? But to be fair, it's kind of fitting, because during the day of the Normandy landings, the weather was actually exactly like this. The landings and the airdrops took place in a like 1 to 2 hour weather window, where the rain and the wind calmed down for a bit and then everything picked up again. So the weather would have been like this until a window when they actually began, and then it picked up. Amazing. I'm riding through history. Well, as you can see over there, the weather's pretty bad. So I figured out how my mic got there, I think, when it was stuck underneath the top box. So I had the mic on my collar prior to me attempting to loosen the axle bolt. So I was struggling with it for a long time, and my collar was brushing up against the underside. So I think that's how it ended up getting there. Right, I'm in Caen, but there's a place I want to stop, which is by a memorial museum. Yeah, the weather's starting to calm, so the rain's starting to stop. It was supposed to stop at 11, so it should be dryish for the rest of the day, I think. What is this driver's deal? Indicators? Yeah, so this is central Caen that I'm travelling through. It's the old city. It's not the easiest city to navigate, but it's still doable. I haven't navigated a city this complex on this side of the road yet, so I've been doing pretty good, I think. The Memorial de Caen, that's where I'm going. Welcome to the Memorial of Caen. So it's a large museum by the looks of it. So hopefully I learn a lot about the history of the area. Hiya, can I get one ticket?
1 ticket.
Appreciate it, thank you very much. Have a good day. Mein Kampf. Fucking hell. Do you know they actually gave a copy of that to every family? These are the old papers, I think, the old propaganda posters. Plate paying tribute to the British Prime Minister, nicknamed the Peacemaker after Munich. Ah, poor guy. It's the beginning of the war.
Equally to all the British cities, towns, and families.
Yesterday and today,
for themselves. With confidence in our armed forces,
Liberty Ship. So I got an emergency chocolate bar. It's probably the only thing I would have bought at the gift shop, to be honest, because I've no room for anything else. Son, defend the freedom your father won. In memory of Czechoslovakia's fought against fascism. The liberty won here deserves to be defended every day. The testaments bequeathed to us by the heroes of our anti-Hitler coalition exhort to us everything so that present and future generations live forever in peace and freedom. War is death. Peace, life, liberty, hope. The eyes of the whole world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. Dwight D. Eisenhower. In memoriam of 27 million of its sons and daughters fallen in struggle against fascism for motherland and freedom. I was born to know thee, to call thee liberty. In memory of those who fought for freedom in the Battle of Normandy. The German Republic recognizes that man has inviolable and inalienable rights which are a foundation of all human society and of peace and justice in the world. A tribute to Polish soldiers, pilots and mariners. United for freedom, let us remain united to build peace between peoples. Luxembourg is with its friends for peace and liberty. And Greece, we prefer peace to war. That's beautiful, I have to say. The fact that they all do a stone like that. I've enjoyed my time here so far. Learned a lot of history, learned a lot of little things I didn't know. So it's just the feeling of being here is very different. So I'm glad I came. Yeah, that's all I can say. I'm glad I came. These are all falling over because of the... There we go. The wind is very strong today. I think I'll explore Caen a little bit more, but I think it's lunchtime now, so I want to find somewhere to eat. All right, time for some fun and games on the back roads. 30k zone as well, which is nice. I'm not even upset it's raining. It's just adding to the aesthetic. Oh man, it's all setting in now. Do you know that? Yeah, there's the beach. Okay, straight to Normandy Beach. Just imagine, it's these roads, the back roads, these roads that have been around for well over a century. These are the roads all the tanks rolled up, convoys went down, troops marched on. I swear, I'm so excited. I can't even describe how excited I am. I'm just that excited. Can you just imagine? You would have had German troops and American troops on motorcycles as well, traversing these roads just as I'm traversing them now. The mental image forming in my mind is amazing. Look at this. Can you feel the history in these walls? Do you know where I recognize this architecture from? All the games I've played that depict World War II and the Normandy landings. So this is the place that when the Normandy landings were happening, this is the place where they wanted to drop the airborne. Unfortunately, the weather was so bad like it is right now that they all overshot their landing severely and dropped well behind enemy lines. They were supposed to drop here and start putting immediate pressure on the beach, but they just dropped too far. Although it did allow them to start tackling the coastal guns, or rather the guns that were sighted on the beach itself.
It definitely looks like the emplacement for a large caliber cannon. Oh, I see water. I see the sea. There it is. There's the water. There's a Churchill. Oh my god. It's just sitting there. Oh, we're going back. We're going back. I have to see that Churchill again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Huh. I've never seen a Churchill up close. This Churchill was refurbished by 77th Armoured Engineer Squadron for the 65th anniversary of the D-Day landing, June 2009. And this Churchill was refurbished beforehand in 1994. And then it was refurbished by the 77th again in 2017. Churchill tank preserved by General Sir Dan Harris, who commanded the infantry battalion on D-Day, 2nd Royal Ulster Rifle. Isn't it beautiful? Absolute wow is all I can say. What a beautiful specimen. Sword Beach. You know what? I have to go onto the sand. The sand and the shingle. I'd say that was what they had to contend with as well. They had to contend with that wall in order to get up it. Can you believe this place? I can't believe I'm here. I can just imagine British troops coming up on the landing craft, then the tanks coming up after them, but the troops would have been first, charging up while the tide was low, then trying to scale those walls. They had resistance against them, but not as much as the likes of Omaha and Utah. But they did have resistance they needed to put up with, and it took a while. Just the feeling of standing here is amazing. No other way to describe it, really. Sword Beach. Okay, it's very cold. It's starting to rain again. So let's get back to the Cub. Ugh. Yuck. How dare you pollute my Sword Beach? How dare you? Freaking glass, like seriously. There's some beautiful shells down there, look. Those are gorgeous. My mother would have insisted that I got some shells. Now, the question is, what do we do now? It's 1 o'clock. So maybe I think I want a hotel tonight because this weather is miserable and I am soaked through and I am exhausted. As much as I want to camp, I just don't want to deal with wet like that all the time. So I think I'll find a cheap lodging to stay at. So, all right. We're going up the coast. We're heading to Juno. This guy seems to be on a walking trail. I commend him. Well, this is a big enough town, so I might actually refuel while I'm here. Hello. I think that's still Sword Beach. Maybe I should have saved my lunch for this place. It's got plenty of places to eat, but I'd say these places are tourist attractions, so you get the easy places to eat here. Well, isn't that typical? A freaking casino. Still, can't get over that view. I think what I'll do is I'll visit Juno, I'll visit Gold, and then I'll find a hotel and I'll save Utah and Omaha for tomorrow. Oh no, they're not open, but it looks like... Oh, there's one at Juno Beach. Excellent. Okay. You can see the coaches travelling through this area. I'm assuming they had tourists in them. 2.16 liters for $3.99. You know what that means? It means fuel prices are going up. The weather's fine now, actually. It's not raining anymore. No issues at all. We should have an easier time. It says I can go straight or I can turn here. Center Juno Beach, yeah, Canadians. Here we go. Wow. Check that out. Juno Beach. Dang. Look at that. Take a look right there. See the architecture there? If you watch footage of Juno Beach's landing, you'll see there was buildings quite similar to those on the landing footage. Ah, Juno, where the Canadians landed. Not really sure what this is. It's definitely stone. It's definitely artificial. If I had to guess what it was a gigantic pipe, but I honestly have no idea. Pick up a jewel from Juno, roll it back. I'm shocked how calm the wind is. Like, you're probably not hearing anything on the mic, but that's the point. There actually is nothing. The weather is all of a sudden. We got our weather window for exploring the Normandy coast. I love all the shells. Like, my mother would have loved this place. And these rocks. Like, look at that. My mother would have loved that. But this in particular. Take a look at this. That's beautiful shell. That is Juno. Now, further down, about 4 kilometers I think, is Gold Beach. Alright, so we got French flags up ahead. So the Juno Beach. Sherman! Fucking Sherman! Oh crap. Oh, I can't enter that. It's a fucking Sherman! Holy shit. Oh, I have to go see that. Right now. Oh, wow. Canadian tank. The Cameron Highlanders of Ottawa. Wow. It's beautiful. I want to have a look at that emplacement. Center Juno Beach. Anti-tank gun. The rain's really coming down now. Still, I saw a Sherman. Right, I have my place to stay. It's 5 kilometers from here. So considering the fact it's raining again, I'm gonna head that way. Because I am already soaked to the bone as is. I need to get dry. We'll save Gold, Utah, and Omaha for tomorrow, I think. Oh, what is this? What is with these roadworks? Here we go, I think. Right, all checked into my hotel. It's more a house really.
But I picked a place a couple of kilometers from the coast, primarily in a small village because I wanted the privacy for the cub. Unfortunately, it's lashing rain again, so it is what it is. I'm loving the design of this place though. This person definitely shares my personal aesthetic. Like, look at the bed, for example. It's pallets, which I love. I think I'm just going to settle down for a while. I'll get stuff sorted out, then I'm going to edit. So I have loads of stuff I need to edit, so I need to get this footage and everything else sorted out, catch up on a few things, and then other than that, just take it from there. So tomorrow, I'm going to go to Gold Beach, then I'm going to go to Omaha Beach, and then I'm going to go to Utah Beach as well. So I'm looking forward to those three. But for now, that is the end of today.